some visits that are coming in. Let me pull that graphic up for you all. Really good. A good weekend is shaping up for September 27th. So we have another player coming in to visit. So if you look right there, Braden Allen, wide receiver, Lafayette, Louisiana. Just a little bit about him. 3-star wide receiver. And again, he is currently committed to Tulane. So I know we talked about him a couple weeks ago. So he now has a scheduled visit to Boulder on September 27th, again for the game against BYU. Communication between Allen and the Colorado staff, including wide receiver coach Jason Phillips, director of player personnel Corey Phillips, has been consistent. Allen has he also though has scheduled an official visit to Oklahoma. But again, you get those dudes on campus, get them there, see one of the game atmospheres, and again that BYU game, that place Folsom's going to be rocking for that game as well. Yeah, I'm thrilled for this. These receivers these players, they're all starting to trickling in. And again, I did have his. Let me see. But again, he's not. I believe he's 6'1", 175. I couldn't, off the top of my head, cannot remember. But he is one. He's one that would be a big get for Colorado. And again, you have a team like Oklahoma going after him as well. So we'll see how that goes. But September 27th, shaking up to be a really big weekend. So again, if you plan to go to any game, that might be the one you want to go to, because that is where the Buffs are starting to line up. This is where the Buffs are starting to line up their big recruiting weekend. So we'll see who else they can get in there for that weekend. But again, should be a big weekend for the Buffs there. Let's move on to Flip Watch. So I've talked about this. Let me pull this up. We are now getting into that season for Flip Watch, right? So Flip Watch season is upon us. Again, you're able to now, after week 0 or at week 0, be able to start getting recruits back on campus. And again, this is when the Buffs do their damage during the season. So we'll see how many official visits they have. They have a couple that just as of now, these are the individuals right now that are on Flip Watch. So Braden Allen, like we just talked about, again, 3-star receiver, Lafayette, Louisiana. Our next one is Ben Duncombe. So this guy, 3-star defensive lineman out of Austin, Texas. He is committed right now to Kentucky, where reports indicate that Colorado and other schools are attempting to flip him. He is a versatile defensive lineman with good size and athleticism. We'll start to hear a little bit more about him as the season goes on, as far as other schools interested in him. Again, this is just one we keep our eye on as well. That was brought up. So Ba, that we talked about, from Germantown, Tennessee. We talked about him a couple weeks ago, but he is right now committed to Wisconsin. Defensive lineman, 6'3", 275 pound, 3-star. Reportedly, so he is a target of Colorado. News from early August suggests both Colorado and Penn State are trying to flip him. So again, we always are talking about, we want these 4 and 5-star recruits coming in. These 3-stars, again, they are going to build your roster. This is where your roster gets built. These are where your the majority of your roster come from. Even if you take a look at the NFL draft, like I've said, and time and time again, you look at the NFL draft, you look at where the majority of teams are built, it is going to be 3-star, right? Just like you look at the majority of where teams are built in the NFL, you're looking at rounds 4 through 6. So again, nothing different with this. The same kind of principle here. Your 3-star recruits are extremely important. And again, the reason we're seeing so many 3-stars and commitments is the transfer portal. That has to get figured out to see what this means moving forward. The new NIL, the house settlement, and NIL, what that looks like moving forward. So again, just something to keep your eyes on with that. let me see, Caleb Morris. So this is one, I believe we talked about him. Another defensive lineman. He is from Seams, Alabama. He is currently committed to Mississippi State. Morris is a prospect being pursued by several programs. Auburn is also reportedly making a strong push. He has a scheduled official visit to Auburn. So Colorado is also mentioned as one of the schools competing for his flip. Again, this is just one that, again, to keep an eye on. We'll see if he makes it out to Boulder or not. Again, maybe they do that. Offensive visits are going to be against BYU, defense another weekend. Because again, you look at that, back at our other graphic, you have your quarterback and 2 wide receivers that are looking to visit Colorado on 27th of September. So just something to kind of keep our eyes on with that. Let's see. And then Christopher Talley. So this is one that we haven't talked about. So he is, where am I at? He is a running back. So out of Memphis, Tennessee, he committed to West Virginia in early July. And again, we'll see. I haven't heard a ton of news on him. Pretty fast, pretty elusive back. We'll see if Colorado can get that done. But again, you expect, out of this list, 6'10". He's not 6'10", by the way, Brian Hamilton. That is a typo. Sorry, I was just looking down at that. Yeah, that is not 5'10", it should say. But or 6'1", it should say, actually. Sorry. But yeah, Christopher Talley, he is a very elusive back, kind of like DeKalen Taylor. So kind of think of him in that mold of that role. Brian Hamilton, last one here. 3-star wide receiver, Tampa, Florida. So 6'1", so he is not 6'10", 150 pounds. He is currently committed to Pittsburgh. Colorado and other programs are still in pursuit of Hamilton. So again, his commitment is worth watching. He's being courted by other schools as well. So again, those are the individuals we want to watch. To be able to flip to Colorado. We should hear more about them. You'll probably see a good chunk of these guys, if not all of them, start to schedule official visits to Colorado at some point during the fall.